Hello guys, Adam here, also known as Gamer Abroad, coming to you on my gaming channel, Gaming Abroad, and I want to share some interesting news that I learned about Blood Bowl 3. Recently, about 3 days ago, many coaches from the Blood Bowl League owners wrote an open letter to Cyanide Studios making some complaints about the administrative tools in Blood Bowl League. Now, it's not as easy to manage a Blood Bowl League in Blood Bowl 3 as it is in Blood Bowl 2. So they all got together and they discussed with each other what some of the key features that are missing for them and able to run a proper league in Blood Bowl 3. The letter warns, unless changes come quickly, Blood Bowl 3's player base will be irreversibly diminished. Now, publisher Nacon has acknowledged this and they promise to address these community matters soon. Now, I don't know if that's Blizzard's trademark soon or they actually mean soon. Let me read on. The group, the Blood Bowl 3 League owners, also known as the BB3LO, gathered signatures from the administrators of 39 leagues, and they say that more are still signing. The letter states that Blood Bowl 3 does not have adequate tools to allow us to operate private leagues of any format, and we also do not see this on the roadmap, and warns that this will severely hamper the potential we see in Blood Bowl 3. What they're saying is private leagues are where the Blood Bowl community comes together to engage with the game and each other in a way that is in line with the tabletop experience. But on a larger scale, as their communities range from 50 to 2,000 coaches, they argue that private leagues have been vital for the long-term health of Blood Bowl 3, driving millions of hours of playtime for tens of thousands of coaches across the game's 8-year lifespan. The letter says that each commissioner in the Blood Bowl 3 league owners has been told by many players that they would have quit playing a long time ago if it were not for community organized leagues. The critical missing features that they wrote about in the open letter are the ability to add extra administrators and commissioners into league boards, the ability to manually advance rounds, and the ability for administrators to take full control of specific match results, such as the ability to add and remove teams from ongoing commissions, the ability to reset a match for a replay in the event of a crash or a disconnect, the ability to ticket teams for entry to competitions without them already being part of the administrator's friend list, and the ability to see knockout competition. How annoying would that be for a league administrator to where you actually have to be friends with the team coach in order to add them to the league? I mean, that's just absolutely annoying. But one of the most annoying things that the league administrators complain about is the disconnects and the inability to be able to re-enter the game. Now, there is a roadmap, and I'll show this here, and it shows on the roadmap that the ability to resume a game after a disconnection is slated for Season 2, and that's all the way in August. And a lot of us believe, a lot of my commenters believe, and a lot of stuff I'm seeing online believe this is far too long. August is a long way away from now. So a few days ago, Cyanide Studios actually addressed this concern with a post on the Steam community. They say, "Hi everyone, today we would like to address the members of different leagues and through them, the entire Blood Bowl community. We have heard your concern about the current absence of advanced administration tools in Blood Bowl 3. Now this is one thing Cyanide Studios has done extremely well thus far. They are quickly addressing all the concerns that both the other players and even myself and Cyanide Studios has done a really, really good job in quickly addressing these concerns. We know how important these tools are to the community, to the players who can enjoy the different competitions, and to the leagues and their admins passionate about Blood Bowl who enjoy creating such competition. Jumping into Blood Bowl 2 from Blood Bowl 3 without mentioning it was a mistake that we want to correct today. Having the advanced admin tools ready is one of our short-term objectives. We didn't mention it on the roadmap to focus on an element understandable by everyone, so we'll take this opportunity to tell you now. We are aiming at having them ready during preseason before the start of season. So that's pretty good. Season 1's going to start here in May, and that actually still feels like a long time. I feel like this game was released a little bit before than it should have. I think they should have delayed a few more months. Pretty bug-ridden as it is. Anyhow, let's continue. Our current plan is to progressively add administration features in the Blood Bowl 3's web app, starting during the next couple of weeks by the ability to add additional admins or commissioners into league boards, to add and remove teams to ongoing competitions, and to seed knockout competitions, followed by advance each round manually. Now here it says asset, but I'm sure they meant reset. So I mean, that kind of goes to show Cyanide Studios. I mean, they're trying, but they have little mistakes even with their community posts. It's just a simple little typo. It says asset, but of course they mean reset a match so it can be replayed if a crash occurs. Admin specific match results, including star player points and gold. Ticket teams for competitions without them needing to be on the admin's friends list. That's super important. If I were ever a league administrator, I would not want to have 100, 200, or 300, even 1,000 people on my friends list so I can control the teams of my own league. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. They said a dedicated part of the team is currently working on those features, and we will update as soon as there is more information to share. I actually believe them there because they're doing really, really good on updates. In fact, there's another update that I want to share with you, and there's going to be a link to that at the end of this video. If you're not seeing it right now, it's because I haven't put out the video yet, but it'll be there soon. As for concerns regarding the reliability and reconnection of ongoing matches, we'd like to reiterate that their presence at the certain steps of the roadmap doesn't mean that we're waiting in the meantime. Now, this is very good news. A lot of complaints that I've had through my comments and a lot of concerns that I've had personally with the game is the fact that it's not even on the roadmap until August. So this is slightly reassuring. So let me read on. These issues are very high on our priority list, and the team is hard at work to fix them as much as other critical ones. We dearly hope to be able to implement them sooner than what is stated on the current roadmap. I think they need to implement this before Season 1. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think, but I've already got a lot of feedback from you guys saying that this is just a game killer. You can't go into a competitive environment like that and have a disconnect or even a crash cause you to lose the match. That is absolutely horrible. There should be a reconnection timer, just like many other games in this genre. We will continue to deploy fixes and features as they get ready, and they have deployed a lot of fixes, and I'm going to get into that right into the next video. If you look for that at the end screen, and we'll start talking about that right away. And they close out. We wish to continue offering the community the right environment to create even more content in the previous game and for the many years to come. So I want to know what you guys think about that. These administration tools for private leagues I think are also very important. It simulates the tabletop experience, so I agree with the team administrators before. However, Blood Bowl in its digital format has never had a ladder system or a quick match type multiplayer system before. So do you guys think it's important for private leagues, much like you would have in the tabletop experience? Or do you think the new wave of playing multiplayer games online is all that matters and they need to fix some of the other steps, such as the disconnect issues first, so we can get into the private ladders and other seasons? Let me know in the comments what you think below. I personally am about 50-50 on the issue. I think league administrators should have more tools, and if people really prefer the private leagues over a Cyanide driven ladder or multiplayer type system, which is more current to modern games. I understand that simulating the tabletop experience when it's a digital format of the tabletop game is very important to a lot of people, and I think these tools should definitely be implemented, even though I don't have too much interest in managing or administrating a private league, so these issues don't really affect me in any way. However, I would like to join private leagues and still compete, so I think it's very important for the administrators to have an easier time doing so, because if they don't, people are going to stay playing Blood Bowl 2, and there's a lot of potential in Blood Bowl 3. I'm very impressed with Cyanide Studios' ability to respond quickly to player concerns, and I hope you guys will stick with Blood Bowl 3 through its development process, though I do wish they would have waited a few more months so these issues wouldn't even have been an issue. I'm very concerned that the potential in Blood Bowl 3 is going to be lost early in the beginning. They say first impressions are everything, and so far they have not made a good first impression, but I honestly believe they are doing their best to fix it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and until the next video, you guys are awesome, and I'll see you guys on the pitch.